Look, it's the brick guy.
I mean, maybe if he turns into a dragon or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fine. It's fine.
And you got the smoke to cover him and everything. You got Kobe giving commands and orders. You got the sharpshooter in the back taking shots and everything. Exactly. You got dude making golems or making sand pits or something. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
And in my head, my bad, Kev, he was always the T-Rex walking around. He was never not.
I just
go ahead, man.
What's up, everybody? It is the Grand Light Gazette, your one place for One Piece content. We do not subscribe to big news Morgans. We are here. It is another day that ends with Y, so it is still part of S.W.O.R.D week. We're talking about another member of the S.W.O.R.D military faction. What do we call that? Subcategory, subgroup, sect.
Special force.
Yeah, task force. We could call them. We're talking about the leader, Diez Drake. He gives leader of Task Force X vibes, like Suicide Squad. Let's talk about the movies right now.
Nice.
Tell me two things about Rick Flag. I bet you didn't even know I was going to say that name.
Oh, he's an asshole. He is also in a position where he's got into it because of a loved one.
I bet
so
you.
Waller has him on that.
Right there. And we're talking about none other than Diez Drake himself. Red Flag Diez Drake, the captain of the Marine Special Unit S.W.O.R.D and an undercover pirate. He publicly defected from being a rear admiral. We just talked about a rear admiral yesterday, Kujaku. Check the playlist. And he founded the Drake Pirates. We're going to talk about those three members. And then he was referred to as one of the 12 of the worst generation before the time skip. After the time skip, of course, we saw what happened. He joined the Beast Pirates, became one of the Toby Ropo. We're going to be grading him on a lot of things. That might be his only A, so I want to mention it.
Might.
Most of these are positive. So I don't know how this one's going to go, but most of our reviews and character breakdowns are positive. So if you like that kind of thing, you like positivity, you like One Piece, you like all that, you like good times, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about it. First impressions, Diez Drake, pre-time skip, y'all.
Pre-time skip.
Loser. Just was not going to be an important character.
The funniest part, Kevin, is like nothing came to mind, and that was what filled the blank. Because yes,
my whole thing is
nothing comes to
there's
mind.
12 of the worst generation. We're going to have a couple losers like that.
Yeah,
we're meeting one of them. Is my whole thing. So I don't know. What about you guys?
It's a real thing where he has that devil fruit that turns him into a dragon, and that's or dinosaur T-Rex. Yeah. And that's the most impressive thing about him, but he uses it poorly. So even the thing that is impressive is mid. Thank you, Diez.
You want to know something? Maybe it's because it's a zone. Like, you're a supernova and you got a zone, bro, and you ain't flying or shooting out fire. Like, he ain't using borrowed breath, and he should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like
you don't even have that.
The only thing you can do is soup up. You know what I mean? And I don't care how
You're
strong.
a big tank.
Yeah, I don't care how strong you are in any of your hybrid forms. You ain't going 1-for-1 with Zoro with his gorilla arms. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
You can be half T-Rex if you wanna. You know what I'm saying?
But like Sanji went and kicked a fishman giant in the jaw and knocked him on his butt, bro.
So
like you just a big dinosaur.
Size and strength do nothing. We've done a review on, it just came out a little while ago, Jesus Burgess. He picks up mountains. You know what I mean? Size and strength mean nothing to us at this part of the story. But let's talk a little bit about him. We see him at S.W.O.R.D. He becomes one of the 12 supernova. We don't know any of the supernova at that point. I don't think we're getting introduced to them. So all of them are kind of cool. All of them are kind of random. We can't really say too much on any of them. So
just spec designs.
His mysteriousness isn't apparent yet. You know what I mean? But I mean, looking at him in retrospect, Chris, you said it. He looked like a Fed.
Yeah.
The pre-time skip. Hey, everybody, stop what you're doing right now. Scroll up on YouTube. Make sure the little box pops up. Type Diez Drake One Piece fandom. Click pre-time skip and look at him. He got a scarf on. He got the hat. He got the fake fur. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Go find a Subway or something. But it's like he didn't evolve really. Like from pre-time skip to post-time skip, he kept everything's the same. The weapons are the same. The fit's generally the same. He just lost the scarf. You know what I mean?
He has to be critical or pivotal in the upcoming arcs because he has not had a character arc himself. He's been stagnant. Like even Lucci went on like a arc, even though he kind of seems the same, where he was humbled and then he got to a point where he awakened his devil fruit, then got humbled again, and he's still coming full circle to where they're leaving off Egghead and they're saying they don't know where Chick is.
Yeah.
And Kaku's down. Like he's at least he's moving because you would expect him to be the same bloodthirsty Lucci. Like in terms of the character arc. With Diez, he hasn't moved at all. He's just been ineffective.
Yeah.
He's been inefficient. He's been lackluster.
But in his defense to this one point, I mean, are we still at the beginning? Is this just one long beginning of his arc?
That's what I'm saying. He has to be pivotal in the upcoming arcs. He has to.
Yeah. I put him in the same category as like Smoke. Like we've known him for decades. Like we've seen Drake in and out for decades.
Right.
He will become, to Chris's point, relevant eventually. And I think now finding out that like he's learning Vegapunk's message, we find out he's the leader of S.W.O.R.D. And it's like these are going to be important roles and important factors going forward.
What do you think?
It's a buddy cop film.
Now, here's my question about Drake. Why do you think he was undercover in the Beast Pirates in the first place? Because CP0 and CP9 go to Wano. They go into the palace.
Yeah, he was undercover to begin with, just to be in that position because his dad was
why he goes undercover? Why specifically on the mission with the Beast Pirates he's undercover?
Because it's not privy to, if they're a member of S.W.O.R.D and everything, and they have their own missions that he's been sent out to go and do, that's not privy to S.H.I.E.L.D. Or, CP0. Aegis. They're not knowing the same shit.
Gotcha.
Like, they may overlap because they're different factions of the government, and they may be speculating on the same topic. But
okay, that answers why they're both there at the same time. But my question is, like, why is he there in the first place? If CP0 has the ability, this means the government talks to Wano already. The government sends agents to Wano. So much to the point that they're welcome into the palace. So, what are you undercover to achieve? Is it just to figure out how to dismantle Kaido? Because you guys also made him a warlord, so you have a certain amount of not warlord, I'm sorry, Yonko. He's the one.
Well, I don't think that they create them. I think that's more of a Big News Morgan. Go ahead.
I see what you mean. But there's a certain level of communication where it's like, I'm not going to fuck with you, you're not going to fuck with me, but we'll talk. Mm-hmm. I think he's there for the Sea Prism Stone. Because they're going into the end stages of everything getting shaken up by pirates. They need, like, the devil fruits are going crazier and crazier. This is where you get Sea Prism Stone from. But if you just go to them, like, officially, they're going to be like, no, you can't have all our Sea Prism. Or we'll up the price on Sea Prism or something like that. But if you can find a way to, like, take Sea Prism, I think that's his job.
I think suppose I need a context on your why. But I see what you mean now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
what is his specific mission.
What was his specific mission? Like, why the point other than just dismantling Kaido? Because if it's just dismantling Kaido, okay, man, we're gonna need a flashback or something of you like fucking checking in telling them, hey, you're growing through the ranks. Who are you checking in with? We got to know that kind of stuff. But if it's like, okay, if somebody's, you can see some paperwork that says, or somebody talking about like, yeah, and like we didn't get all that like sea prism stone from Wano that we sent that agent for, but whatever. Bam, that's gone. Okay, cool.
Right. I hear you. So if it's not the sea prism stone, because that's going to be pivotal in the end game for like the Marines, then what else is there? I mean, it is a weapons manufacturing, but
what else that we can like kind of be like, all right, man, it's worth it.
Wild fruits.
Yeah. But, I mean, at that point, spies everywhere. The revolutionaries were infiltrating Doflamingo's part of the weapons triangle. Maybe he was infiltrating Kaido's part of the weapons triangle. At the same time, Law, Smoker, and the G5 were infiltrating, like, Caesar's part of the weapons triangle. So I do see, like, how there is a part where it's, like, all the different factions are getting in on this at different angles. I need more substance from that.
Mm-hmm.
From Drake's story in particular.
Yeah. More, actually, Marines in particular.
Yeah.
This is just One Piece. I already don't like the Marines. I can like a couple.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can let me like a couple.
If that's a contending faction, we do need more info about the Marines. And as of now, anything the Marines have done outside of Garp and everybody who follows him, or anybody who supports Luffy, hasn't really been anything of merit. And you have admirals fighting amongst themselves and leaving. You have new admirals coming in who are Fujitora, who are dismissive of principles and eradicate certain things that was the status quo, and then going up against Green Bull up on Mary-Joie. There's a whole bunch of dissent and destabilization happening within the Marines. Like, they've expressed that, but where are they going?
Is he supposed to be one of the final Marines? You know what I mean? Like, is he going to be like one of the rear admirals or something like that?
Oh,
like he's going to be re-enlisted?
Yeah, I mean, I put him in that boat. He may not survive. So, I mean, could he die? Sure.
Yeah, we see him die once.
Well, I think he's going to be on the right side of the Marine.
Yeah, it'll be
because in Wano, he showed like he teamed up with Luffy because of what he heard from Kobe. Kobe's like, "Hey, this guy's cool." Drake's like, "Hey, I heard you're pretty cool. Let's go ahead and join up. I need to beat them." So he knows that there's a lesser evil to it. So
I think he can't go back to being a pirate.
Like, we're hanging out with Straw Hats, huh?
How far they fall. How far they fall.
I think he's gonna go out like Kuro.
For him. Yeah.
Because he can't go back to being a pirate because all you've taken are L's as a pirate.
Yeah, you can't.
You would have to go back. You can't go back. What are you doing?
I guess you
what would be your mission? I suppose.
I mean, people. I mean, someone's going
around
right now. Remember, they went.
No, I hear you. But I'm just like, but then what's your plan thereafter?
I guess start over. I mean, what's any pirate's plan? If he decided to become a pirate again, if I was in this position, I would start a pirate. Like, oh, we're not the X pirates anymore. We're like the Zero pirates with the X. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly,
I'll give you like we were black masks with zeros on them.
A little theory is his Three Musketeers remind me a lot of the Three Golem. So where they just introduced and like as background figures and like I don't know.
Or maybe the
we never learn about them. So
maybe maybe since they died, like those golems. Yeah, maybe they're modeled after those like X Drake pirate. Because it's three random conquistador Nina Pizza Santa Maria flying, you know what I'm saying? Like
sure.
Yeah.
And with One Piece being as big as it is, yes, you're gonna have side characters of side characters, which would be these pirates, because Drake himself is already a side.
We say a lot about the good pirates. We say a lot about Lob's like crew. These guys just got question marks, and there's three.
They don't even
got names.
I couldn't even click on it if I wanted to.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we just, in retrospect, when we're speaking about these different characters, I feel like, hey, can I click your name? All right, there we go. We'll start there.
Okay. either Oda doesn't want me to know you, or I never will know you.
I hope he does make a
either
comeback.
way.
I hope S.W.O.R.D makes a big comeback. He is.
I think I have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it. I mean,
I hope
now
they
if you're
enlist
thinking
Smoker.
suicide, I mean, right now. Ooh,
Enlist Smoker.
if I swear to God, I hope they get Smoker, because if you think of it right now, Suicide Squad, right? I'm not even gonna name names.
That's what I'm
Suicide
saying.
Squad. You got hero, no real powers, just like kind of strong, right? Cool.
Yeah.
You got lady that can control like inanimate objects.
Elemental. Yeah.
No, lady that can control inanimate objects. You have an elemental guy. You got a big brute,
Yeah.
big guy. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
Like you have another
got-
elemental guy. Yo,
You got a marksman.
yeah, you got a marksman. Like you got your team.
Yeah.
Drake fits
Yeah.
in the team. He don't fit in the supernovas, but he
Maybe.
fits in this team. He's the
We already
brute.
have
He's the
we already
thing.
have El Nepo, though. You know, do we need another mascot? I mean,
He's
come
the
on.
thing. The thing is the mascot.
No,
If you're picking Fantastic Four members, the thing is the mascot.
Yeah.
You're like, look, it's the brick guy.
I mean, maybe if he turns into a dragon or
I hear
whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
It's fine. It's fine.
That's
Yeah,
it. In
and
my
you
head,
got the smoke to
sorry,
cover him and
he's not
everything.
walking
You
around
got
as a
Kobe
person
giving
in my head.
commands
He's
and
walking
orders.
around
You
as
got the
like-
sharpshooter in the back taking shots and everything.
Exactly.
You got dude making golems or making sand pits or something. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
And in my head, my bad, Kev, he was always the T-Rex walking around. He was never not.
Nah, I just admit that entrance, bro, in this corner, and then you got like the white smoke, and then you just got a T-Rex walking out. Dog, that'd be pretty fire. That'd be pretty sweet.
Telling you, man.
But I mean,
Telling you, man. And the fact that he can, like, let's just say all Drake is really good at is transforming and going back. That's all you need.
What if he's like Cyclops?
That's all you need.
Where he's just like really fucking cool and tactical when it gets around people he knows.
I'm just saying, no, like, follow me.
Why was I anti-Drake before this? I think it's because I've
I
seen
don't
more
know.
S.W.O.R.D
Dog.
members.
I don't know.
Once I said Suicide Squad, I think that made it for me. I was like, okay, so he's just the last one from the last generation. He ain't special. Like he,
Nah, now you right there. He ain't special.
he ain't
That's for
special.
sure.
He's just the last
That's
one
for
alive.
sure.
He's just the last one with the yeah. See now you get it. See now you get it. Now you're like, okay.
Now you hate. Now you hate like I know you can hate.
Yeah.
I love it.
You're like, okay.
Technically,
Any of these people
so
can
it's
die.
like-
Which elemental?
if he can just control his ability to go from like Drake to the big giant T-Rex and then back like Ant-Man, then you have a problem. Because if you have all the smoke screen and everything, he can be coming out the smoke, or you see him go in as the small dude, and then he comes out and just tanks and some stuff, and then goes right back in, dodges the attacks that you're shooting at the T-Rex, comes out, does some tactical stuff like you're saying, Corey,
Bro,
and
like-
goes right back into being a big guy.
They
I hear
could
you.
definitely make that really cool. Like he could be like
Oh, yeah.
punching
Yeah.
people, dodging and weaving, and then jump in the air,
Yeah.
like spin, and besides doing a drop kick, the tail pops out and smacks the shit out of somebody. The tail's heavy. That can
Dude,
hurt.
I'm already
You feel
thinking
me?
of it in my head. He jumps
Or
off
he just
of an
turns like
inflated
part of his
Luffy.
body into the dinosaur. Yeah.
Luffy's inflated, and he just jumps off in human form, and he gets up to height, turns T-Rex, and starts spinning with the tail, and just head. Oh, dog! I'm writing Oda for it. Dude,
All these are better ideas. I mean,
I'm
you guys
gonna invoice
write a
Oda for
combo
that.
move right now. Write a combo move for Diez Drake. He is the leader, soon to be. As soon as he passes away, I'm sure we'll have another one. But he is the leader of the S.W.O.R.D faction. I don't know what to call him.
There-
sword.
the sword.
Task Force. Yeah.
Task Force.
Force
Don't know the
set,
Task Force.
whatever.
It probably stands for something. We just
Yeah.
don't know it yet.
But they're just the antithesis of Shield again.
Which I'll say this now.
Zero is they're the opposite.
I think more Sengoku develops S.W.O.R.D because Sengoku, now that we know that Drake is the current leader of S.W.O.R.D, because Sengoku's the one who helped Diez Drake after Rosinante died, and Diez Drake was the boy found at the same time on that island.
I know where you're going with this.
So I think Sengoku kind of maybe not raised him as a father because it's anime.
Yeah.
We don't have fathers. but like raised him and then just made him into like the leader of S.W.O.R.D. So
which is
I don't know.
It's very crazy. I mean, you see Sengoku talking to a lot of children, and then you see him talking to him again in later age. I'm talking to you, Law, in the end of the Dressrosa arc.
Dog, that's that
are
always sneaks out to me.
Are we gonna make a video? Are we gonna make a video about you, Law?
We have.
I would love to see he probably fit in, but then he would have to bring in his full squad because you're not leaving Beppo.
Yeah, that's true. No, Law's got too many faces. Law's got way too many faces.
He's not abandoning his squad, man.
And he's not a good liar.
Those two Penguin bros who went and saved him after they went under.
Penguin and Sachi?
You can't get rid of them.
All
yeah, you can't get rid of them either. They valuable as hell.
All of them, yeah, Beppo. Yeah. Yeah. Who else? Yes. Yo, that's the only
two I know, dog. Law and Beppo. Who else is even on the spot?
This dude, straight up with a straight face, looked at it. He said, "Yeah, and Beppo." Oh, did we forget Beppo? That's funny.
Don't forget that motherfucker. It's the only guy who actually saved Law. Everyone else was down.
For real.
We're all taking naps except Sulong.
You better have more than one. Those better be like. You better have more than, because you know when like in Dragon Ball Z when he gets like senzu beans, they give him like 3. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
pills.
What is this crazy. From one fucking vine? Like, what is this?
I think it's also
if you use them smart, if you smart with them, they last, dog. Don't give them out. Nobody else climbed up here to get this stuff. Those are yours. You get Zenkai boosts after every defeat, bro. Just eat one after each one, and you got your ones, bro.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of interesting that Diez Drake's dad was a pirate turned marine, or a marine turned pirate, and he mimicked the same thing.
Yeah, that was the order.
Yeah,
that was the order because they said that
funny.
You're a spawn of your father. You're gonna be. You already thought that you're gonna do the same, so we're gonna just lean into it. So go and do it. And he was like, "But
don't worry, nobody will question it because you're you."
He's dead ass.
Yeah.
I'm a pirate now.
And let's be honest, he's not. I don't really think he's a planner because how was he expecting to beat Kaido without Luffy? Like, was he expecting to just turn into a dinosaur and beat Kaido that way?
That's
I don't think so.
I don't. That's why.
I don't think so.
That's why I give him an A for the plan because he wasn't there to fight Kaido. I don't think he was ever there to fight Kaido. I think he was.
I would bank on the Smile Fruits or the Sea Prism Stone.
The Sea Prism Stone. I like that.
The same way how
nothing else makes sense.
What's the Jaguar guy that he or not the Jaguar, the lion dude that Jinbei fought page 1? No. Not page 1. That's the other dinosaur.
Oh, who's who?
Who's who? Who's who? Yes. Who's who? Yes. Just because he was also a military member. So
He was the one that they took the.
He could have been
Gomu Gomu no Mi. Yep.
The other thing that he could have been doing was going to go get him.
I mean, or was Kaido?
That's a good pull.
In the
running, did he steal it from Kaido and not technically he stole it from the Marines? But it was Kaido's who's who had the Gomu Gomu no Mi on the way to Kaido. Well, never mind.
No, because he was Husu was in the military. He was like CP9. I don't think he was CP9. He was like CP8 or some shit like that.
Almost. Is there? Something's there.
Sometimes you gotta let him cook.
Was a CP agent.
It's simmering.
And Lucky Roo is the one that went and stole the fruit and then got out of there. And then because it was such a travesty disaster, foiled the plan so much, they threw him in jail.
How did he get the ancient zone fruit? Did he get it from Kaido?
But that being said, however who's who got it, there are 2 reasons that I now think that Drake could have been there in the first place undercover. He could have been there to capture who's who. He could have been there to get more information on the Sea Prism Stones because they are now coding their ships since Vegapunk found out during the time skip with Sea Prism Stones.
That's how you get there.
They are also utilizing it more in their weapons, and they're thinking about putting more people in prison. They're going to need higher manufacture. They cannot go through Kaido to get it, who has the monopoly on it. They cannot go through Orochi to get it because they don't have any ties with Wano. Yeah. And so they're like, okay, we got to send somebody in. That's my thing.
So
That one works.
when did
Who's
he
who, see
finally
Prism
get his
Stone.
power? Did he get it from Kaido? Maybe he went there to get a power.
Wait, who? Oh, Drake? No, he
Drake?
definitely.
Yeah.
No, this is definitely one of
Yeah.
those like just like in Ennie's lobby. Here's a tip. Pick one of these up.
Oh, interesting.
Or
Because
actually,
it was
no.
kind of weird that he fits in so well with the Tobiropo. Then you
Yeah.
know, like that's kind of interesting.
Which is
that he
why-
kind of logically fits in.
Exactly, because they're like, look, he's got a thing going on.
Yeah,
he's looking
maybe,
for like
yeah.
ancient. Look, we got
Mhm.
you. Just roll up. He's drunk all the time. He'll
Sure.
think it's cool.
Oh.
He'll probably
Yeah.
confuse you with that one kid.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Page 1.
That's, yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
That's fair.
guys,
But
be
yeah.
honest. He's the least cool sword member that we got going on right now.
I think we
but
did
he's
really-
on the come up.
Bro, I think we did really well. Last video we did on him, we were just shitting on him the whole time. But I think we did something here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we pissing on him too. Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
We're actually making something. Yeah, we got something
We
flowing.
gave him a
You know what I'm
tap.
saying? Like,
We gave him a tap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clean yourself up.
Yeah, hey, I like that. Yeah, hey, I like that. 25 minutes of that. All right, we'll catch y'all tomorrow with another one. See y'all later.
See y'all later.
Peace.